What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today with a brand new center back build for level 25, level 50, level 75, level 100, and level 120. We're starting off with level 25. Your position is going to be CB. Height, you're going to go with 6'1". Your weight is going to be 174 pounds. Then for your playstyle plus, guys, as soon as you hit level 26, go with Anticipate Plus. But if you're level 25 or below, then just go with the Tiki Taka Plus. But as soon as you hit level 26, go with Anticipate Plus. This will make your standing tackles just much better and more accurate. Then from your regular playstyle, we're going to go with Bruiser. This will allow you to bully and push off your opponent much easier, and you can win possession of the ball. Then we're going to go with Intercept. This is going to allow you to trap the ball when you make the interception, and it will give you a farther reach when you do go for that interception. Next, we got Aerial. This is going to allow you just to jump higher, guys, and this is one of the best playstyles to use as a CB. In the higher levels, we're going to go with the plus version, but definitely recommend this. And then last but not least, we're going to go with Quick Step. This is going to allow you to just accelerate quicker. This is going to be really good, so you can, start your runs a little bit earlier than your opponent, and you'll be able to easily catch up to them or even beat them. But boys and girls, these are the play styles and playstyle plus that we went for level 25. For the running style, the one I've been using the entire year has been the Medalist. This has been my favorite running style to use as a CB. Just makes my pro team much faster than when it is when I'm tracking runs and opponent. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. The Dasher isn't bad either. I used to use this back in FIFA 23. But the one I'm using is the Medalist. Now we have the skill tree for level 25. You're only going to have 48 skill points. So get those for acceleration, these 3 sprint speed. This will give you 74 acceleration and 86 sprint speed. It's not the fastest CB, guys. Remember, you're only level 25. But this should help out. Remember, when you're tracking runs, start your runs a little bit earlier, and you should be able to catch up to your opponent. Then from the shooting, we're just going to go with the 3-star weak foot at least, guys. Do not use a 2-star weak foot. It is super noticeable, and you're just going to be one-footed. The 3-star weak foot will do the job for now. Then from the passing, you're going to skip it. And then from the dribbling, we're going to go with ball control focus. This is going to help your pro take good control of the ball, and it's also very important for the interceptions. When you make interceptions, the ball control plays a big role. Then from the defending, you're going to go with these 3 interceptions, and then you're going to get these 4 standing tackle with defensive awareness. Now, this gives you 86 interceptions, 87 defensive awareness, and 90 standing tackle with 84 slide tackle. This is already good for level 25, guys. As long as you're timing your standing tackles and you're positioning properly, your pro should intercept the ball with ease. And of course, remember, you also have the Anticipate Plus, which will help you improve those standing tackles and chances of you winning those standing tackles. From the physical, we're going to focus on jumping, guys. Get your jumping, and then on this right side, get this reactions. Now, the reaction is going to allow you to intercept the ball much quicker, and it's going to make your profile a bit more responsive. And then you already got 92 jumping, which is important, guys. It's important so you can win your aerial battles and when you're going for corner kicks. So definitely want to have some jumping, and you already have some pretty decent strength, 83 and 84 aggression. Don't worry, we will upgrade that in the higher levels. But if we take a look at the overall build, you're going to be an 85 overall, 80 pace. You got the 3-star weak foot. You got defending and physical, which are the most important stats as a CB. This was level 25. Now we have level 50 center back build. Your position, you're going to go with CB. Height, you're going to go with 6'2". Your weight will be 174 pounds. Then for your playstyle plus, highly recommend Anticipate Plus, guys. This is going to allow for those standing tackles to come out more successful. And when you do make that standing tackle, the ball will stay right in front of your feet. Then from your regular playstyles, I definitely recommend having some passing, guys. The ping pass, when you press RBA or R1 and X, will allow for the ball to travel much faster on the ground so your teammates can receive it quicker. And then I highly would recommend having long ball pass. So if you ever need to find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or if you need to switch it, this will allow for the ball to travel much faster in the air. If you don't use this playstyle and you try to switch the ball, it takes ages for it to reach your team. Then we're going to go with Bruiser, because this will allow you to bully and push off your opponent much easier, especially if you're using the advanced defending. Highly recommend using advanced defending. Then we're going to go with Intercept. This will allow you to trap the ball, guys, so it doesn't make the ball bounce away from you when you make the interception. Then we're going to go with Block. Pretty self-explanatory, guys. It's going to allow you to perform more blocks more successfully. Then I also want to mention, you can go with the jockey if you want, guys. If you're the type of CB that when you're jockey with left trigger or L2, and it feels too slow, you can try out jockey if you want, but we're going to go with quick step because this is going to allow you just to accelerate a little bit quicker. But boys and girls, these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that went for level 50. For the running style, the one I've been using the entire year has been the medalist. It's been my favorite running style to use as a CB. Just makes my approach team much faster than when it is when I'm tracking runs and opponent. Remember guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. The dasher isn't bad either. I used to use this back in FIFA 23, but the one I'm using is the medalist. Now we have the skill tree for level 50. You're going to have 87 skill points. Get these for acceleration. You're going to get your pace focus, and then you're going to get these for sprint speed. This gives you 75 acceleration and 89 sprint speed, which is not bad. Remember, you're only level 50, and you can always get more pace through the facilities. This should do the job. If you're struggling to catch up with your opponents, just start your runs a little bit earlier. Then from the shooting, just go with the 3-star weak foot. The 3-star weak foot will do the job. It's way better than having the 2-star weak foot, that's for sure. Then from the dribbling, get your ball control focus and get that ball control, guys, because this is going to help you control the ball much better. And when you make interceptions, it's going to make you trap the ball much better. So definitely go with some ball control. Then from the defending, you're pretty much going to max out your interceptions. Get the standing tackle with defensive awareness right here, and then you're going to get your standing tackle filled out. And already, guys, at level 50, you're going to have 95 interceptions, 96 defensive awareness, 96 standing tackle, and 90 slide tackle. That is really, really good, guys, already at level 50. And remember, guys, when it comes to interception, it's all about your positioning. Make sure you're positioned near the ball, and your pro will easily intercept the ball. Last but not least, we got the physical. We're going to go with some strength. Then we're going to go with some jumping. Not max it out, but almost max out your jumping. And now this gives you 95 jumping, which is really good. You have 87 strength. You have 83 reactions, which don't worry, we will improve the reactions in the higher levels, but this will do the job for now, boys and girls. If we back out, you're going to be an 89 rated CB with 82 pace, 3-star weak foot. You got 95 defending and 84 physical. This was level 50 CB build. Now we have level 75 center back build. You're going to go with CB. It's your position. Height, you're going to go with 6'2". Weight, you're going to go with 174 pounds. Then for your playstyle plus, go with Anticipate Plus. This is going to allow for those standing tackles to come out much more accurately. And then we're going to go with Aerial Plus, guys. Aerial Plus has been one of the best playstyles for a CB this year. It's going to allow you to just jump much higher. And if you go against another CB or a striker that has this and you don't have the Aerial Plus, you're going to struggle. I also want to mention that the Block Plus is really good, especially if you know how to position yourself. You can get a lot of blocks. Now, from the regular playstyle, we're going to go with the Bruiser. This will allow you just to bully off your opponent much easier and win possession of the ball. We're going to go with Intercept. It's going to increase the reach. Not only increase the reach when you're going for interceptions, but it's going to help you trap the ball, which that's what you want. You don't want the ball bouncing away from you. Next, we got the Block. This is going to allow you just increase those chances of you making those blocks successfully. And then we're going to go with Quick Step. This is going to allow you to accelerate a little bit quicker. I also want to mention when you jockey as a CB, if it feels too sluggish with left trigger or L2, you can always go with the jockey playstyle. But guys, we're going to go with some passing playstyles. You want to have the ability to also pass as a CB. The ping pass will allow for the passes to travel much quicker on the ground when you press RBA or R1 and X. And then we're going to go with the long ball pass, so you can find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or if you ever need to switch it, which believe it or not, sometimes you are going to have to switch it, or just do chip passes in the air. And this is going to be really good for that. If you try to do chip passes or passes in the air and you don't have this play style, the ball takes way too long to reach your teammates. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the play styles and play style plus that we went for level 75. For the running style, the one I've been using the entire year has been the medalist. It's been my favorite running style to use as a CB. Just makes my pro team much faster than when it is when I'm tracking runs and opponent. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. The dasher isn't bad either. I used to use this back in FIFA 23. But the one I'm using is the medalist. Now we have the skill tree for level 75. You're going to have 123 skill points. You're almost going to max out your pace. Almost. Not quite yet. You're going to have 78 acceleration and 91 sprint speed, which this is good. If you're struggling with the pace, guys, you can always get more pace through facilities. And remember, just start your runs a little bit earlier than your opponent, and you should be able to catch up to them. Then from the shooting, we're going to go with the 3-star weak foot. This will do the job. We are going to get it to the 4-star in the max level, but for now, this will do the job. Then we're going to go with some long passing right here. 82 long passing is all right. You know, you are a center back, but you do want to have some passing ability as a CB, guys. So 82 long pass, and then the 79 short pass. The 79 short pass will do the job because, you know, you have the ping pass play style. And then from the dribbling, we're going to go with a ball control focus. And then you're going to get ball control focus. 84 ball control is really good for a CB, guys. You want to be able to take good control of the ball when you're receiving the ball. And then also when you're making interceptions, the ball control plays a role in that. And then from the defending, get your interceptions filled out. And then you're going to get your standing tackle with defensive awareness filled out just like this. 95 interceptions, 96 defensive awareness, 96 standing tackle with 90 slide tackle. These are really, really good defensive stats, guys. It's all about timing your tackles, positioning yourself properly so you can make those interceptions. And then what the defensive awareness does, it just improves everything. Your interception, your standing tackle, and slide tackle. Then from the physical, get these two aggression. And then you're going to get your strength maxed out, and then we're going to get the jumping, and then we're going to get reactions, guys. Why? Reactions allow for your pro to react quicker to the ball, so that's very useful for intercepting, and it's going to make your pro feel a bit more responsive when you have reactions. So 90 reaction is really good. Then you got 94 aggression, which that's going to allow for your pro to be way more physical when you go for those body challenge. And on top of that, you have 95 strength with 95 jumping. So you should be winning like 99% of your aerial battles. If we back out, you're going to be a 91 rated CB with 85 pace, 3-star weak foot, 95 defending, and 90 physical. This was level 75 CB build. Now we have level 100 center back build. Your position is going to be CB. Height, you're going to go with 6'3". Weight, you're going to go with 174 pounds. For the playstyle plus, the first one I highly recommend, guys, is Aerial Plus. This will allow you to just jump much higher. And if you're going against an opponent that has Aerial Plus and you don't have it, you're going to struggle winning your aerial battles. Then I'd recommend go with Anticipate Plus, guys. This is going to improve those standing tackles and the chances of you winning your standing tackles. I also want to mention that the Block Plus is very good. I personally use a Block Plus, and it's very good. You can get a lot of blocks, especially if you know how to position yourself well as a CB. Then from the regular playstyles, we're going to go with some passing, guys. You want to have some passing playstyles to improve those passing. The ping pass will allow for the ball to travel much quicker on the ground when you press RBA or R1 and X if you're on PlayStation. And then we're going to go with the long ball pass. Why? If you ever need to find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or if you need to switch it or even do a chip pass to somewhere in the middle of the pitch, this is going to allow for the ball to travel quicker in the air. If you try to do those type of passes that I just mentioned in the air, the ball will just take much longer. Then we're going to go with Intercept, help you trap the ball, and will give you a further reach when you intercept the ball. Then we're going to go with Bruiser. This will allow you just to bully off your opponent and just push them off completely at the ball, and it's really good. Next, we're going to go with the regular block. It's gonna, help you a bit. The Block Plus version is definitely way better, but this, you can still get some blocks. I also want to mention, if you struggle with your jockey, then you can go with the jockey playstyle. If you don't really struggle with the jockey, then just go with the quick step. This will allow you just to accelerate quicker. But boys and girls, these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that we went for level 100. For the running style, the one I've been using the entire year has been the Medalist. It's been my favorite running style to use as a CB. Just makes my approach team much faster than when it is when I'm tracking runs and opponent. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. The Dasher isn't bad either. I used to use this back in FIFA 23, but the one I'm using is the Medalist. Now we have the skill tree for level 100. You're going to have 160 skill points. So get your pace completely maxed out. You have 78 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. If your pro still feels slow, remember you can always get more pace through facilities. Try to start your runs a little bit ahead of your opponent. Then from the shooting, we're going to go with a 3-star weak foot. We're going to go with 3 heading accuracy, guys. 88 heading accuracy will do the job. Now, the headers have been broken for the past few months. Sometimes you can score them and sometimes you can't. But the main reason you want to have some heading accuracy is so you can also pass with your head. Next, we got the passing. We're going to go with some long passing and then some short passing. 82 long pass and 79 short passing is all right. This will do the job, at least for now. We are going to upgrade it a little bit once I show you guys my final build at level 120. But this will do the job when it comes to passing. Then from dribbling, focus on your ball control. And then we are going to get some balance, guys. Now, 77 balance is not great, but you are a CB, so you're not going to have the greatest balance. So the balance is going to help your pro reduce the chances of your pro falling. And then you have 83 ball control, which is actually pretty important as a CB because you don't want to be taking back control of the ball in the back line because you can lose the ball and give it away to your opponent. And this will also help you trap the ball when you make those interceptions. Then from defending, get your interceptions, get the slide tackle with defensive awareness, and then get your standing tackle filled out. And then you're going to get this defensive awareness with slide tackle. 94 interceptions, 98 defensive awareness, 95 standing tackle, and 91 slide tackle. That is amazing, guys. When it comes to these stats, it's all about how well you're timing your standing tackles, how well you're positioning yourself so you can make those interceptions, and how well you're timing your slide tackles to, win your slide tackles. Then, last but not least, we got the physical. You're going to get everything filled out on this left side. Get all that strength, get all that aggression. You want to be as strong as possible. You're going to max out your jumping. And then we're going to go with these 3 reactions. The reactions going to allow for your pro to be way more responsive and react quicker to the ball. And it's going to help you intercept the ball much quicker as well. Then you have 99 aggression with 96 strength. The aggression is going to allow for your pro to be way more physical and easily push off any opponent off the ball so you can win possession. Then you got 97 jumping. So you shouldn't be losing that many headers. You're going to win like 99% of your headers as long as you're timing your jumps and whatnot. If we take a look at the overall build, you're going to have 85 pace, 3-star weak foot. You're going to have more than enough passing for a CB. Then you're going to have ball control, really good defending, and really good physical. This was level 100 center back build. Now we have level 120 center back build. This is the CB build that I use, guys. I repeat, this is the center back build that I've been using. I use this in competitive, in tournaments, in divisions, whatever it is. Your position is going to be CB height. I use 6'3". I know if you go with 6'4", it doesn't make a difference. But for me, if I go with 6'4", the turning feels too slow. So that is why I use 6'3" and not 6'4". Weight, I use 174 pounds. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's perfect for me. Then for the Playstyle Plus, the first one I highly recommend any CB to use is Aerial Plus, guys. This is going to allow you to jump much higher. And if you're not using this and you come up against another CB or a striker that has this, you're going to struggle to win your aerial battles. The next one I use is the Block Plus. If you've seen my streams, whether I'm playing tournaments, division, you guys know that I get quite a bit of blocks. I would only recommend to use this if you know how to position yourself, because you can get a lot of blocks. Now, the Anticipate Plus, most of you guys are probably going to prefer the Anticipate Plus because you're going to be making a lot of standing tackles. But I also want to mention the Anticipate Plus is good. But we're going with the build that I'm using, guys. So I use Block Plus. Then from the passing, I use Tiki Taka for the quick distant passes, guys. That is the main reason I use it, for the quick one-time passes. As a CB, you shouldn't be on that ball for that long. You want to get the ball and quickly pass it one time. Or if you have time on the ball, you can take your time, and then we're going to go with the long ball pass so you can find your teammates that are far out on the pitch, or if you need to switch it. I also want to mention that the ping pass is not bad either. It'll allow for the ball to travel much quicker. Then from the defending, I use the intercept to trap the ball when you make interceptions. I use the regular Anticipate. For me personally, the regular one does the job. Remember, you can go with the plus version. The plus version isn't bad, but for me personally, it does the job. Then we're going to go with Bruiser. If you're not using advanced defending, I highly recommend you to use advanced defending. The Bruiser is so good. It's going to allow you to bully off your opponent and win possession of the ball. And then last but not least, guys, I use Press Proven. Now, you can use Quick Step if you want, but I use Press Proven because this is going to keep the ball very close to my feet when I'm not running. I'm rarely running as a CB when I have the ball. So it's going to keep the ball close to my feet. And then when I shield the ball with left trigger or L2, it's going to be way more effective shielding the ball. But boys and girls, these are the playstyles and playstyle plus that I use in my center back build. For the running style, the one I've been using the entire year has been the Medalist. It's been my favorite running style to use as a CB. Just makes my approach team much faster than when it is when I'm tracking runs and opponent. Remember, guys, you can use whichever running style you prefer. The Dasher isn't bad either. I used to use this back in FIFA 23, but the one I'm using is the Medalist. Now we have the skill tree for level 120. Again, this is the CB build that I use in competitive divisions, whatever it is. I'm using this build. You're going to max out your pace, guys. Get the pace maxed out. It doesn't hurt. You have 78 acceleration and 91 sprint speed. For me, that is more than enough. If for you this is not more than enough, either get more pace through facilities or start your runs a bit earlier than your opponent. Then from the shooting, we are going to go with the 4-star weak foot, guys. Yup, I do use a 4-star weak foot. And then we have 88 heading accuracy. 88 heading accuracy will do the job. The headers have been broken since January, but the main reason we use 88 heading accuracy, so we can also have the passing ability. And then the 4-star weak foot, I don't have to worry about putting it on my preferred foot. The 4-star weak foot does more than a job for me, so I can pass with either other foot. Then from the passing, guys, we actually do have quite a bit of passing. Get some short passing, get your passing focus, and then you're going to get your long passing just like this. Again, I use this build in competitive, so I do want to have some good passing ability. 88 long pass, so I can find my teammates far out on the pitch, or if I need to switch it. And then 87 short pass for me does the job. When it comes to the passing, you don't have to copy this part of the skill tree, but this is, like I said, this is the build I use. Then from dribbling, we're going to go with ball control focus. Get that ball control completely filled out, and we're going to go with balance. I do not use agility in my builds. I've never used agility in my builds. If you want, you can use agility. It will help you out with your jockey. If your jockey feels too slow, you can use agility, but I don't. I have 83 ball control, which I wish it was higher, but that does the job. The ball control is important as a CB, guys. It's going to help you trap the ball when you make interceptions, and you don't want your pro taking bad touches of the ball or bad control of the ball in the back line, or else you're going to lose it. Then 77 balance is all right. I wish we can get the balance higher in the mid-80s, but that'll do the job. And then we got the defending, guys. You're going to get almost everything maxed out. We're going to get the standing tackle and interceptions maxed out. You're going to want it like this. I would not recommend wasting skill points for the slide tackle. 91 slide tackle is more than enough, guys. I'm telling you, the slide tackle is already good as it is this year. Then you have 95 standing tackle, 98 defensive awareness, and 94 interceptions. If you know how to time your tackles and you know how to position yourself, you're going to be getting a lot of interceptions with this build. It's all about how you play. And then from the physical, guys, you're going to max out your strength and aggression completely. Now, we're also going to max out our jumping. You want to have, the jumping ability. And then we're going to get reactions, guys. Now, 96 reaction is really good. When I added more reactions to my build, my pro was intercepting the ball even way more, because a reaction allows for your pro to react quicker to the ball. So in any type of scenario that you're about to receive the ball or intercept the ball, it just comes out quicker and it feels way more responsive. Then I have 99 aggression with 96 strength, guys. So that means when it comes to bullying your opponent, I win it with no issue. And what aggression does, it allows for your pro to be way more physical. And then you got 97 jumping with 89 composure. These are really good physical stats, boys and girls. If we take a look at the overall build, you have 85 pace. You got the 4-star weak foot with 88 heading accuracy. You got good short passing and long passing. You got ball control. You got amazing defending and amazing physical. Again, this is the CB build I use. Boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.